happened. What was the best thing I had so far? I will tell you, not good. The House of Creole. Y'all cannot that place. Jambalaya was like a brawl. That was they jump. I'm not lying to you. I swear to God. Jambalaya, the gumbo, and the etouffee all look the same. I swear I'm not lying. I swear to God. I said the jambalaya supposed to be a rice dish. They literally put, like, you know how you plate gumbo? That's how they plated it. You know how you plate etouffee? That's how they plated it. They put the broth, they put all the broth and stuff on the outside and put the rice on top. And that was their jambalaya. I said, oh, Lord, New Orleans going to have a hard time with this one. I said, Lord Jesus. But I guess why would you expect good jambalaya in Cleveland? I don't even know why I thought. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Why would you expect to have great jambalaya in Cleveland? You know, like, why would you expect to have that? The best thing I've had in Cleveland, I will say to you, have got to be. No, you know, JoJo's was pretty good. I thought it was Charging Falls. It's Chagrin. That dyslexia of mine, girl. Put that G in there, R, mix it up. Chagrin Falls. I had the JoJo's. JoJo's wasn't too bad. And then I went to a place called Westsiders. Westsiders wasn't too bad either. Westsiders and JoJo's food was pretty good. That's about it. I even went to Silman's. What is it? Slyman's? Silman's? I think it's Slyman's. I went to Slyman's. Not bad, but it ain't, you know, you're not going to be in there talking about some girl, this is the best thing I've ever had in my life. You know, you can't really say that to people that live in Cleveland because they're going to have an attitude because they grew up on it and it's been here for a long time, since 1964. And when you say it, you know, they have an attitude when you talk about it. But I'm saying this to outsiders, you know, people who are not from here, who are like, because you know what y'all do. Y'all don't be from a place and y'all say, well, everybody said this supposed to be good. So I had to get it. Like I was in New York and this lady, she's like, oh my God, Darius, oh my God, I'm here visiting. Where I'm supposed to go, I love you. And so she kept saying, I want to get one of them, I always hear you talk about the bacon, egg, and cheese. I want to get one. I said, well, when you leave, she's not going to go to the airport now. I said, well, girl, you can't get one now. I mean, you could, but it's normally for breakfast and you can go to any place. And she kept saying, I just want to go ask for one. I don't want one. I just hear you saying it all the time and I want to ask for one. And I said, well, sis, it's good, but it's not amazing. You know, like, you're not gonna fall out. Like, it's a good sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want you to be thinking like, girl, it's some culinary amazement. It's just, this is the standard for this area. And so the same thing with, we talked about it already, Mrs. Banks. We've been on here for a little while, so we done skip past all that. We spent the first 25, 30 minutes talking about me being drugged across the internet. Now we done moved on. All right. Praise God. And so, the same thing about Slyman's. I don't want y'all to come to Cleveland talking about, oh, Darius, we went to Slyman's and Slyman's was A1. I don't want you to think that. You know what I'm saying? I want you to come to Slyman's. I want you to think historical. I want you to think she's been here for a long time. I want you to think she's an institution. You know what I'm saying? I want you to think, I don't want you to get up talking about her inside looking forward a little bit now. You know, like when she first opened in 1964, that's what it still looked like on the inside. Okay, so it look a fool a little bit. I don't want you to come in here to Slyman's talking about, you know, what's going on. Okay, now, Slyman's, the food itself, it's all right. The corned beef is fine. All right. The pastrami is fine. It's a good corned beef. It's a good pastrami. It's not amazing. You're not going to fall out of your seat. If I could be honest with you, it could use a little updating. Now, I was thinking about this last night as I was using the restroom. Hear me out for a second. Just hear me out. Okay. We have to change that recipe on that coleslaw. We have to change that recipe on that coleslaw. I need a limier, more acidic with a little bit more sweetness mixed in on that coleslaw. I've got to have that. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to take some onions and some butter, and I want to put that onions and butter on the flat top, and I want to caramelize them onions. Okay. With a little salt and a little Worcestershire. Then what I want to do is I want to take that corned beef and that pastrami, and I want to put that on top of them onions and kind of chop that up a little bit and get some of that corned beef bits to get nice and crispy on the end. I really want to lather that with American cheese on top and let it melt. I really want to take one of them buns, one of those hoagie rolls, scoop out some of the inside, and then douse that with garlic butter and put that on the flat top. I really want to grill that until that bread is nice and toasty. I want to take some of that punchier, beautiful, acidic and sweet coleslaw and put it on the bottom of that bun. And I want to take that chopped pastrami and that chopped corned beef with them onions and that melted cheese, and I want to throw that right on top with a little bit of that either Russian or Thousand Island dressing. And I do want to top that with lettuce. I want to top it with tomato, and I want to top it with a little vinegar, a little oil. That's what I really want to do. Okay? And I just need like 3 bites of that, and I'm going to go somewhere and sit down. Now, that's what I really want to do to y'all stuff. Okay? I want to make a corned beef and pastrami cheesesteak. That's really what I want to make. Okay? That's really what I want to do with y'all stuff. But, you know, y'all get to attitude when people start changing y'all stuff up like that. You know, y'all get to attitude when people start changing y'all stuff up like that. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, we don't eat that like that. Who eats that? Oh, girl. I just like it ooier and gooier. Which Ohio City food is better, Cincinnati or Cleveland? Girl, why would you do that to me? That's a fool. Why would you do that to me? They both bad, sis. Neither one of them good. Neither one of them amazing. But let me tell you though, let me tell you what's interesting. It's like, it's not amazing, but that's every city. Every city is like this. I went to Chicago, and you know how I stand for Chicago. You know how I stand for Chicago. I think I had like 1 restaurant that was good when I went to Chicago. Everything else was BS. Maybe 2, right? And that's because I ventured outside of like the normal stuff because I'm trying to like discover if these places are good. Every city like that. Brooklyn, some good, some bad. Brooklyn, the butcher's daughter in Brooklyn and Williamsburg was amazing. The butcher's daughter in Los Angeles, mediocre AF. You see what I'm saying? Mediocre AF. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if there's a hard, fast rule about this place being better than this place or this city being better than this city or what differentiates. I don't know if it's a hard, fast rule. I don't think it's one. I can't find one. Because it's different. That's what I'm learning, right? That's why I'm so interested in Detroit next week. Because Detroit, when I went last time, Detroit was not the best. But I'm also not going to Black-owned spots. I'm going to other-owned spots. And when you go to other-owned spots, you know, it opens you up to a little bit more, a little bit different than what you normally be accustomed to. So I don't know. I find that it's good food in places and bad food. I don't think it's indicative of a particular location. Just like New Orleans. People say, "Oh, I go to New Orleans, the food in New Orleans is amazing." Girl, she all right. There are some places in New Orleans that are absolutely amazing, right? And then there are some places in New Orleans that are New Orleans, not New York. New Orleans that are absolutely amazing, and there's some places in New Orleans where the food just be halfway decent. You know what I'm saying? So, and some places where it's just not good. You know, like I had that boiled, that chicken wing boil. That's not good. Go to Joe Louis in Detroit. I don't know. I got my reservations already set. I don't know where I'm going. I set them shits a month ago. When I decided I was coming to Detroit, I set the reservations a month ago. So I don't even know where I'm going, if I could be honest with you. Yeah, some places are good and some places are not, in New Orleans. It depends. It depends on what you like, what you grew up on. But I can tell you that chicken wing boil, that wasn't good. That chicken wing boil wasn't good at all. You really talked down on Tabitha Brown. What TFLMAO? Oh, I ain't talked down on her. I don't know where you got that from. The chicken wing boil was just okay. It was just okay. The crab cakes, but it's kind of weird. Like even they macaroni and cheese, they be doing different stuff. And like they potato salad, they roast the potatoes and then put the potatoes in the potato salad. They don't boil them. And then they're gonna say, here y'all go. Now I had like that twice. We don't do that in New Orleans. Girl, I had it twice in New Orleans. Somebody's doing it. They go, no, we don't do that in New Orleans. Girl, somebody. Oh, what's the one y'all say in New Orleans? What's the one y'all say? We don't put potato salad in our gumbo in New Orleans. Y'all say that one good. We don't put potato salad in our gumbo. Who do that? That's nasty. I had it twice. Somebody doing it. Somebody's doing it. Somebody is doing it. So I think it depends on like where you grew up. It depends on what you like. It depends on, there are factors that determines. You missed the Philly reviews? Girl, I ain't posted them. I'm still on Dallas. I ain't got to Philly yet. I'm trying toast in Atlanta and American Deli. I hope they're good. Is anybody in here from Atlanta? Do y'all like toast? What are your thoughts about toast on Linux? I went twice. It's just okay for me. I'm sorry. I liked him better at Rock South. But I'm also not like a breakfast person at all. So they stay lit. They stay with a line. They stay with, reservations booked. So, I don't know. And, and I love Virgil Harper. I think Virgil's amazing. I think what he has been able to accomplish from his time, even from BQE to Rock South to now Toast on Linux, what him and old girl have done. And I want to say they got 2 locations now. They've done an amazing job. He's a really great chef. I just don't find Toast on Linux to be amazing. I hate to say that. I'm sorry. And I've gone twice. And there has not been a, y'all want to go back? It's not been that. Rock South wasn't good to you? I never had a bad meal at Rock South. Rock South to me has always been okay. I never had a bad situation at Rock South. Yes, they have 2 locations. Food is okay, not amazing. Yeah, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's just okay for me. It's not, Toast on Linux has never been amazing. Ever. It's Atlanta. Ain't shit in Atlanta amazing. Breakfast Boys is good, but not consistent. I can't go to Breakfast Boys. I can't go to Breakfast Boys. I can't go to Breakfast Boys because they own Virgil's. And when they opened up Virgil's next to Soul Crab in Atlanta, I said on Periscope, this is how long this was, girl. I said on Periscope, nobody started serving Kool-Aid or having a DJ until we had one. That was the truth. I didn't make that up. That was the truth. And they said that I was talking shit about them because I said that. See, my mouth been getting me in trouble a lot. This ain't the first time. You know what I'm saying? All I said was nobody was having Kool-Aid and nobody was serving having DJs until Soul Crab did it. Then everybody started doing it after Soul Crab did it. Fine. That's what I said. And then they had got an attitude. And then I said some more stuff like, They dirty rice is Zatarain's, which it was. Virgil's won't ever get $1 from me. It's average at best. That's what I said. That's what I said. I said they cornbread was Jiffy, and I seen it because I seen the chef bringing it in from the back because, you know, we shared the same back area. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's what I seen. That's what I seen. They had Jiffy mixed cornbread and they had Zatarain's rice. To be a scratch kitchen, they probably changed it by now. I don't know. Virgil's is not Gullah was so disappointed. Well, listen, people like them. Some people going. They got 2 locations now, so they must be doing good. They must be doing good. Now they got the breakfast place, so they must be doing all right. Girl, nobody goes to OS.